You are watching Soap Opera Daily, your number one source for the Young and the Restless updates. Hey, Young and the Restless fans, get ready for a wild week from March 24 to 28, 2025. Victor Newman is about to drop a bombshell that could rock Genoa City while Phyllis summer starts to fall apart. And over on the Newman front, Nick isn't holding back. He puts his foot down with a firm no. What's pushing everyone to the edge? Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell on Soap Opera Daily so you never miss out on the latest spoilers and updates from us. Let's jump right in. Last week was a very short one since Thursday and Friday episodes were preempted, thanks to CBS Sports airing March Madness basketball. And honestly, if we wanted to watch basketball, we just flip over to ESPN, right? How many ESPNs are there anyway? On my cable, there's ESPN1 and many others. So why? Oh, why? Does CBS have to take away our beloved Y and R? Anyway, don't worry, because this week, March 24th through the 28th, the drama picks up right where it left off. And speaking of drama, let's talk about Phyllis, because, wow, she is not in a good place. When she and Sharon made it out safely, she seemed so positive, ready to move on. She even told Billy Abbott she was all in on Abbott Communications. And Billy was totally on board. It actually looked like she was turning a corner. But no, things are not looking good for her. Summer's right, Phyllis is all over the place. She's erratic, emotional, and clearly still dealing with the aftershocks of her kidnapping. And while Nick shows up to check on her, just like Summer asked, it's obvious he's not the one Phyllis wants. Our favorite Genoa City blonde wants Billy. She's practically clinging to him, hoping he can help her pick up the pieces. And while it's sweet that Billy wants to be there for her, this spells trouble for his romance with Sally Spectra. Yikes. And while Phyllis is falling apart, guess who's getting closer? Summer and Kyle. With all this new Phyllis drama, Summer's leaning on Kyle a lot, which could totally give them a chance to reconnect. Could sparks start flying again? Something tells me Claire Newman won't be happy about that. Claire's been trying to act unbothered by Summer hanging around Kyle, but let's be real. She's only human. Sooner or later, she's bound to snap. And with Summer and Kyle growing closer by the minute, Claire might not be able to keep her jealousy under control for much longer. In the meantime, Phyllis is doing everything she can to avoid her kids. She's spiraling so fast, she refuses to let Summer or Daniel Ramalata Jr. see how broken she is. She's putting on a brave face for them, but she's all over Billy for help. Phyllis even has an idea for how he can help, and knowing Billy, he just might go for one of his classic moves, some rooftop yelling. If Phyllis needs to scream her head off and let out all that built-up anxiety, Billy's the guy for the job. Next up, we have Victor Newman because, wow, this guy is definitely keeping some secrets. Turns out he has some kind of hidden connection to Aristotle Dumas, the real owner of the companies Damian Kane has been running around pretending he owns. Yep, Damian totally lied about being the big boss when it's actually Dumas calling the shots. But here's where it gets interesting. When Victor was digging into Damian, he clearly knew way more than he let on, especially when he gave Lily Winters the lowdown. It's starting to look like Victor might have a direct link to Dumas, maybe even to Damian himself. And from the way he talks to Michael Baldwin about Dumas, yeah, it's pretty clear Victor is not a fan. You can just tell there's some serious bad blood or shady history there. So the big question is, what exactly is Victor hiding? Knowing the mustache, it sure is about some business power play. You need to stay tuned with us to find out everything. And now let's talk about fake Alan, because this guy's getting slippery. He's officially skipped town, likely trying to get as far away from Genoa City as possible. And honestly, can you blame him? He's got plenty of crimes to run from after what he did to... But here's where things get really suspicious before he left. He was apparently cooking up some kind of surprise for Traci. The big question is, good or bad? Is he planning to hurt her? Does he actually have feelings for her? Or is he just... I don't even know. This man is capable of anything. It's so bizarre. It's hard to tell what his end game is. Luckily, Traci is finally starting to wise up. She's having doubts, finally. And it might just be the info from Kyle that sets her off. Once she learns that Phyllis and Sharon were held at a clinic, it gets her thinking. She starts piecing together all the red flags she's ignored for months, like how Alan acted like he'd never seen the Abbott house before, which sure makes sense if he was Martin. But if he were the real Alan, nope, he had been there before with Ashley. Huge red flag. Meanwhile, let's not forget about that hardware store security footage. Chance Chancellor is on the case and he's having it analyzed, and you just know it won't be long before fake Alan shows up on that video. Once Chance spots him, he'll have a massive clue about who bought the sinister setup for the captivity game. The walls are closing on, and something tells me fake Alan's days of playing pretend are going to end soon. And speaking of messy situations, let's talk about Sharon because, wow, she's having a tough time. She's got hit with 2 rejections from Nick. First, he shot down her Euro trip idea, and then he shut down any chance of them getting back together. Ouch. But here's the thing, is Sharon really going to take no for an answer? Or will she keep pushing Nick to reconsider? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to convince him they could just stay friends, even if things don't work out. Classic move, right? And who knows, Nick might actually fall for it. But if he stands his ground, well, that's where things get interesting. Because with Summer dumping Chance Chancellor like a hot rock, you have to wonder, could Sharon end up rolling right back into Chance's arms? With both of them freshly rejected, it wouldn't be shocking if they found comfort in each other. Anyone else sensing a potential rebound romance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'll get more on Amy Lewis's prognosis now that she's started treatment next week. And over in the shady romance department, Holden Novak might be getting even bolder with Audra Charles, especially with Nate Hastings out of town, visiting Amy with his brother Damian. And we think Holden might take advantage of this opportunity soon enough. What a week we have ahead of us, right? With Phyllis spiraling, Sharon maybe heading for a rebound with Chance, and Victor keeping some very shady secrets. Things in Genoa City are getting messier by the minute. But what do you think? Will Sharon actually convince Nick to give her another chance, or will she move on with Chance? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments. I love hearing what you guys think. And of course, if you're loving these Young and the Restless spoilers, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest drama from Soap Opera Daily. And I'll see you next time with even more Y and R Scoop.